It makes me feel frustrated because the result of something along that top line will result in everybody being penalized.
Ahead at 10, an uptick in COVID cases as we wait to see if Tarrant County will reopen bars. Even so, we know some spots are already full of people. A family's enchilada recipe that's been the ingredient to a North Texas woman's success. And a gruesome injury during the Cowboys game. What is next for quarterback Dak Prescott? Live from Victory Park, WFAA News at 10 starts now. Tonight, only WFAA was there as Dak Prescott was wheeled into a Dallas clinic for surgery on that ankle injury. His brother, Tad Prescott, was by his side tonight and tweeted this picture where, despite the pain, you can see Dak is managing a smile. Tad wrote, "God is good, and he'll be back stronger than ever." Thank you for staying up late with us this Sunday. I'm Marie Saavedra. While the Cowboys may have pulled out that win against the Giants, there was a huge loss on the field. Dale is here now with more on Dak's injury. And Dale, that twist in the ankle was really something that you can't unsee.
No, I've seen it before. My wife broke her ankle last year, and it was every bit as ugly as what we saw today. The NFL record books will say the Cowboys won a game today, but losing their quarterback is a loss that most NFL teams can't recover from, and the Cowboys have lost theirs for the rest of the year. The Cowboys are having a hard time beating a bad Giants team, but up a point in the middle of the third, Dak Prescott takes off running, gets dragged down 9 yards later, but his ankle gets twisted. A compound fracture means the broken bone came through the skin. And while the Cowboys did manage to win the game, Prescott is done for the year, and without him, the Cowboys might be too. Jonah Javad was at the game, so let's check in with him. Jonah?
Dale, when Dak Prescott went down in today's game against the Giants, it was as if everyone in the stadium had the wind knocked out of them. It was stunned silence as the Cowboys' star quarterback suffered the worst injury of his career, and it was a gruesome one at that. The injury occurred as Prescott was scrambling on a 9-yard run in the third quarter, and as he was tackled, the ankle, his right ankle, bent awkwardly and then fractured. Prescott tried to slam it back into place as if it was a dislocated pinky, but the fracture broke the skin. A tearful and emotional Prescott embraced his teammates as he was carted off the field, while 25,000 Cowboys fans stood and applauded for their starting QB. Prescott was then taken by ambulance to a local hospital where tonight he underwent surgery on his ankle. Reportedly, the surgery went well. I'm told that he's in a good mood. Meanwhile, back at the stadium, Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott had a message of support for his quarterback.
Yeah, it sucks. Honestly, I know we won, but it just sucks to lose Dak, our leader. And I was talking to the guys. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us to fill that void that we're going to be missing from 4, and we just got to go out there and play for him.
Dak Prescott is truly one of the great leaders and guys in the league. The reaction around the sports world, from Dirk Nowitzki to Patrick Mahomes, shows you how well respected he is. And as DeMarcus Lawrence told us after the game, there's nothing bad you can say about the man. We can't wait to get him back. Dale?
All right, Jonah, the Cowboys did do a good thing signing Andy Dalton to be the backup this year, but he's not Prescott. That's why he's the backup. But we'll talk more about all this later on Sports Special. Marie?
All right, Dale, we will see you then. Thank you. We did get a statement tonight from Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, and it says in part, "We are all heartbroken for Dak and this very disappointing injury. The outpouring of messages that I have received regarding his setback speaks volumes to the respect and admiration that he has earned from his teammates, former Cowboys players, and Cowboys supporters everywhere." That rush of well wishes for Dak has been coming in from so many of you and all corners of American sports. Chiefs quarterback and native Texan Patrick Mahomes tweeted, "Big time prayers up, man." Dallas Stars goalie Ben Bishop shared his well wishes on Twitter too, saying thoughts and prayers for Dak. You'll come back stronger and better than ever. We're also hearing from former Cowboys left cornerback and Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, who tweeted, "Praying for you, Dak. You have overcome all adversity to get this far, and you will overcome this as well." You too can add your well wishes for Dak Prescott. Send them to us, and you might just see them here on our newscasts. You can text them to 214-977-6028. Now to the latest in the COVID crisis here at home. We have some eyebrow-raising numbers in North Texas. Tarrant County seeing a sharp rise with 683 new confirmed cases. That is its highest number since August. Dallas County is reporting 433 new cases today. 962 patients are hospitalized in the DFW area, and that is up 31%. As those numbers continue to climb, Governor Greg Abbott is letting bars reopen at 50% capacity this week. Still, the decision to do it comes down to the county. We know Dallas said no, and we will find out Tarrant County's plan tomorrow. Here's William Joy.
This isn't a bar, it's a restaurant. It appears to show what Fort Worth's West 7th area looked like Saturday night. The TABC changed its rules so bars can become restaurants if expected alcohol sales are less than 50% of revenue.
I think that certainly there are games being played.
Tarrant County Judge Glenn Whitley is still figuring out if he'll reopen bars after Governor Abbott allowed counties to decide.
That we're trying a balance, and that's very difficult, because we don't know the exact right answer. I'm not sure there is an exact right answer.
Denton and Collin counties have said they'll reopen. Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins says they're staying closed.
I made my piece early on that I've got to follow the science, and the science is pretty clear on this.
Dallas County's COVID-19 numbers are trending up. They're going up even faster in Tarrant County, which reported 794 cases Sunday, the highest total since August 26th. 375 people are hospitalized with the disease in Tarrant County. That's up 85% in 3 weeks.
People relax, and unfortunately, when they relax, we see an uptick in the numbers.
Whitley expects to make a reopening decision Monday, but says it won't matter at all if the businesses that are open don't follow the rules.
Makes me feel frustrated because the result of something along that top line will result in everybody being penalized.
In Fort Worth, I'm William Joy.
In a time where Black lives lost at the hands of police are front and center, her name has not been forgotten. Tomorrow marks 1 year since the death of Tatiana Jefferson. Those wanting to remember Jefferson took today to honor her with a car parade. About 100 people decorated their cars with pictures that ended at Jefferson's home. It is there where the 28-year-old was killed on October 12, 2019 by a Fort Worth police officer who was responding to a call for a wellness check. Jefferson was up playing video games with her 8-year-old nephew when Officer Aaron Dean opened fire. He did not identify himself first, according to investigators. Dean was then fired and charged with murder. Jefferson's family has started the Tatiana Project, which aims to launch a safe community gaming center for kids in Fort Worth. New developments now in the back and forth over mail-in ballots. Just days before early voting is set to begin, a federal appeals court is granting a temporary administrative stay, allowing enforcement of Governor Abbott's order that's limiting mail-in ballot drops-off to just one location per county. Friday, a federal judge ruled that limit was unfair to voters. Mail-in voting is already underway, and the first day of early voting in Texas is Tuesday. Any registered voter can vote early, and it's recommended this year with long ballots that could take a little more time and long lines expected on Election Day. You can vote at any early voting location in your county. The latest University of Texas Tribune poll shows 50% of the state's likely voters supporting the president, with 45% supporting Joe Biden. The Biden campaign continues its effort to try to turn those numbers around. The vice president's wife, Dr. Jill Biden, is set to visit Dallas for campaign events on Tuesday afternoon. If you are still working out when and where to vote, we have a guide put together to help you make it easy. Just text the word VOTE to 214-977-6028. Do that, and we will send the WFAA voter guide right to your phone. Again, that number on your screen. Send VOTE to 214-977-6028. A family tradition, how a mother's recipe turned into a booming business for one North Texas woman.
And we had near record heat today, but I have 3 cold fronts on the way. Some fall-like temps, not too far either. We'll talk about it coming up.
And get ready to move. A little girl's solo dance party that's giving us all a reason to smile.
News 8 is sponsored by Traeger Grills. Welcome to the Traegerhood.
Hey, all you.
Here at WFAA, we continue to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. It is a time to learn about culture and tradition. And tonight, one North Texas woman is sharing her story of why a simple plate of enchiladas means more beyond the meal. Here's Rebecca Lopez.
They call her the Saucy Lady. She owns one of the most popular Tex-Mex food places in Fort Worth.
They found this location
But Mary Perez started her successful enchilada business at home in her kitchen.
I was making enchiladas for my friends and co-workers.
She says she was just making the recipes she learned from her mother.
The Hispanic culture, we were with our moms on the stoves.
From there, her business, Enchiladas Olé, was born.
Some of my friends were like, this enchilada sauce is so good, you should bottle it.
So she did. She bottled it up, walked into the offices of Central Market in Plano. That was in 2011. They loved her sauce so much, she got an offer on the spot.
In like 45 minutes, I had an order for Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston, Austin. It was just a life-changing experience.
At the time, Mary was working at the Boys and Girls Club of Fort Worth, where she was cooking for 300 kids after school.
So kids wouldn't go hungry, or we knew that they were fed in the afternoon.
But she had a dream, and customers wanted more. So in 2013, she left her job and opened a small restaurant on the east side of Fort Worth. For the first 2 years, the air conditioning didn't work.
Only by the grace of God that we made it.
Her business boomed.
Sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith and you just got to go for it. You just got to go for it, and that's what I did.
7 years later, she closed the small restaurant and opened this one near the TCU campus in February, complete with a booth honoring Latino women. But 2 weeks later, the county shut everything down because of COVID.
There was uncertainty about everything.
But Mary, a single mother with 3 sons, says she would not quit. Once she could reopen, she did, at times rolling up her sleeves and washing dishes herself.
There were times that I would be driving home thinking, what have I done? Crying from the restaurant because I was so tired.
Enchiladas Olé was one of the few restaurants that boomed during COVID. She's now opening a second restaurant in North Richland Hills. And 4 of her sauces will soon be in Walmart and H-E-B.
We only have one life to live, you know, and I just wanted to make the most of it.
Mary says her mother would be proud. She passed away from cancer 17 years ago. To honor her memory, Mary lets all cancer patients eat for free.
This is a calling, and I believe every plate goes out with a blessing, because this company, to me, was started, it was just a God-driven company, because I sure couldn't do it on my own.
The Saucy Lady that started making her sauce in her kitchen is now building an enchilada sauce empire. In Fort Worth, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
What a journey. That's so great. If you right now are watching this and dreading the start to another busy work week, here is a reason to smile tonight and a reminder to dance like nobody's watching. She's breaking it down. Melanie Snipes submitted this video of daughter Malia having a little daycare dance party of one this week. And in case you were wondering, yes, that is the Kids Bop version of Drake's God's Plan. I love that this exists. Isn't it?
A good dancer, too.
She's so great.
Hey, Marie, did you notice that it was hot today?
You know, I did. I sweat a lot more than normal. Just gonna throw that out there.
That's all I got for you. Really. Truly, that's all I have for you. And it took me as a meteorologist and I got the degree and the crushing student to allow you to know that it was hot today.
Thank you so much.
It gets better though, Marie. We're going to talk about that. We have a cold front that moves in tonight through tomorrow morning. So temperatures tomorrow not nearly as miserable. Let me show you the highs today. They were near record highs. The normal high this time of the year should be 80. It should be very pleasant this time of the year. It's not there yet. The record high is 99, set back in 1979. The high at DFW was 96, so it was 3 degrees shy of the record. You see some middle and upper 90s there from Frisco to Plano, McKinney, Denton, all of us seeing a pretty hot day today, especially for the middle of October. A cold front is moving in, and a lot of times we would expect a cold front to come in with maybe some showers and storms, especially when it's going to drop temperatures 15 to 20 degrees. This one is not. It's sitting in the Panhandle right now. It's 67 in Amarillo, much more comfortable there. 71 in Lubbock. You go down to San Antonio, it's 80. Of course, DFW is the hot spot, 83 degrees. Waco's at 80. This cold front will continue to advance southeastward overnight. It will clear the Dallas-Fort Worth area tomorrow morning. You do not have to worry about rain tomorrow morning. There's no consequence with this cold front except breezy conditions, and way less hot tomorrow afternoon. Cold front will continue to bring in north winds, and it'll get a bit breezy tomorrow. Gusts will be as high as 30 miles per hour, but that helps cool us down way better. Much closer to normal. 82 degrees in Fort Worth tomorrow, 81 in Denton, McKinney 81. There may be even a few spots that don't get out of the 70s tomorrow afternoon. Low 80s to the east of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Corsicana, Waxahachie, 83 to 84 degrees. The one problem that we will have, because just like we saw today, breezy, warm, it was not very humid either. There is an increased fire danger tomorrow west of Fort Worth. That's because we're going to have winds gusting 10 to 20 miles an hour. Excuse me, Marie. I'm nervous, Marie.
Stop! You're making me nervous.
I don't know why.
Oh,
see, I'm trying to get through this. I've just got to be honest. We'll explain in a little bit. Maybe you already know the answer. I'm just very nervous. Sorry.
You're not helping.
I'm just being honest, all right? So we've got this tomorrow. So low humidity, lack of recent rainfall, gust up to 30 miles an hour brings that to our west. We have several cold fronts moving in. We have one that moves in tonight through tomorrow morning. Then we have another one for the middle part of the week. This one is going to be a much more potent cold front. Remember that word, Marie? Potent? That's our favorite word here. Then we have a third cold front that moves in through the weekend. That'll bring more fall-like weather next week through the weekend. Sadly, though, none of these cold fronts really look to bring any significant rain chances. So in the meantime, 69 tonight, very nice. Mainly clear skies, winds are out of the south, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, temperatures in the middle 80s, 84 degrees, mostly sunny skies. There's the next 10 days. 82 degrees will be your high Thursday. That's beyond the front. I hate to say this, but we have another 90-degree high in the forecast on Wednesday. And then we go into the 70s Friday, Saturday we're in the 70s, 84 degrees on Sunday, lower 70s next Monday and Tuesday. That looks a lot more pleasant. I got through it, Marie. All right, we'll be right back after the break. Make sure you stay tuned because we have something very special to talk about.
WFAA News is sponsored by McDonald's. Start your morning at McDonald's with a sausage biscuit and hash browns or a sausage McMuffin and hash browns for just $1.50.
Home invasion, armed robbery, rape. What do these people have in common? Candace Valenzuela. Her crime plan would allow them out of jail, released into our neighborhoods and able to commit additional crimes. Candace Valenzuela even supports extreme groups that seek to defund our police, endangering the safety of our communities. Candace Valenzuela, not just too radical, too risky for North Texas. The NRCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
My family didn't have an easy start, but my mom moved us here and enrolled us in Plano schools. A good education gave me the opportunity to get ahead. That's why I'm so focused on raising teacher pay, reducing class sizes, and protecting our public schools. Our schools made a difference in my life. They can make a difference for all of our children. I'm Lorenzo Sanchez. In the Texas House, I will fight for education funding to make sure they all get a fair shot.
A warning to watch out for scammers ahead of Amazon Prime Day. The Better Business Bureau says that con artists are posing as Amazon employees, and they will call you to get your account information. They are likely to say there's a problem with your account payment or maybe a lost package. If you get this call, hang up and report it. If you are in the market for a new home, a new luxury development is coming to Dallas's North Oak Cliff neighborhood. Kessler West will feature 20 luxury townhomes. They will face West Davis Street at North Oak Cliff Boulevard. The developer there also planning a 28-unit luxury mid-rise across from the townhomes. Groundbreaking on that project scheduled for 2022. If you prefer a little more land between you and your neighbors and have, several million bucks handy, how about this? Lely Ranch, a more than 66,000-acre spread near Big Bend National Park, is on the market. This ranch has miles of diverse terrain, from spectacular cliffs to some expansive canyons. It is valued just north of $3.5 billion. That's billion with the B, and it's only 550 miles west of Dallas. Just swing on by, pick it up, invite me, and Jesse too. Money cannot buy you the latest Oreo flavor, but a bit of kindness could score you a pack of these. We will explain after the break. From a frown to a smile. Apple has changed its mask emoji. You might not have noticed, but now it has a smile while wearing that face covering. The company is virtually unveiling new iPhones on Tuesday if you are an Apple aficionado. The iPhone 12 is expected to include super fast 5G wireless connectivity. Apple is also sharing a new iPad. Shares of Apple have jumped this year as buyers stocked up on technology, all to work from home. Oreo is rolling out the rainbow. The company is giving away 10,000 limited edition packages of rainbow cookies to celebrate LGBTQ History Month. To get one, this is how you do it. Explain what allyship means to you. Here's how you do it. Post a picture on Instagram or Twitter using the hashtags #ProudParent and giveaway, then tag Oreo and let us know if you've scored a package. Stay with us. We are back right after this.
All right, this is a Sunday I was hoping would never come, but it's my last to be working alongside my dear friend Marie Saavedra. This is Marie's last day with us here at WFAA, and Marie, we wanted to send you off with some final thoughts.
Today we know there are millions of ways for you to get your news, but when you watch, what is it that stays with you?
Boy, oh boy, I've been dreading making this video.
I will remember.
A little bit less of a push of rain, but it's still coming down really well, and the lightning is so intense.
What do you say about Marie Saavedra?
Marie, my love, please don't go.
Don't go, Marie. She'll miss you.
Mom, you've never even met her.
It's been such a pleasure working with you and sitting next to you for 6 years. You're such a talented journalist.
But the fact that you're someone we all love coming to work with every day, it's pretty special.
You're just a great person. You make this a better place.
I know that sounds so cliche, but Marie really truly is one of the nicest people.
You're amazing coworker. You pushed me to be better. You trusted me.
We shared great meals and made great memories that I'll remember forever.
One of my favorite memories of Marie was the Dallas Marathon last year. I locked eyes with her near the finish line, and at that moment I knew, okay, I got this.
During one of the toughest times in my life, you were there. You'll never know just how much it meant to me when you showed up with lunch after that traumatic surgery I had a couple of years ago.
You and I have spent so many work shifts together, sitting next to each other in this vehicle. And that specific one night where you sat next to me 4 years ago on July 7th.
No!
We were a block away.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
From where the gunman took aim at police officers.
Just before 9 o'clock, Izzy, we heard an incredible barrage of gunfire.
But I am glad that you were sitting here next to me, helping me get through, and I was helping you get through.
But you're gonna be awesome.
I'll come visit you in Chicago. It's close.
Oh, so sad to see you go, Marie Saavedra. Anyway, I'm told you were quite competent in your duties.
Go out and chase your dreams, change the world, be proud of everything you do because your family here at home is always going to be proud of you. Go get them, kid.
Thank you for gracing WFAA and gracing our lives. I'm just gonna miss you.
I feel like we just scratched the surface, unfortunately.
Yeah, from the serious tornado coverage that you and I led in October of last year.
And I can't even tell you the joy I have at being back at Victory Park with my good friend, Jesse Huila.
It was seriously the most exciting moment I've had all year. I'll never forget anything. You are one of my best friends.
Thank you for all of the memories, the laughter, the tears.
I love you. I will miss you. Congratulations. You're gonna be awesome. I have a lot more to say, but I'll just text you.
And we love you.
This much.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love you guys. That was, woo.
So did it work?
We're getting it. Oh.
Did we get it to work?
Is that how this is supposed to go?
They also got you a gift too, which I can't pass a, yes.
Tips treats.
We have these for you.
Okay, drop them in a central location and maybe we can share a few of them. Oh my gosh, I'm buzzing right now.
This is really hard. You know, seriously, I have never worked with somebody that I admire as a journalist more than you.
Thank you.
You're down to earth. You're just so good at what you do.
Thank you.
Having that all, look how much you're loved. You've got people with signs out here. That's how much you're loved, and I hope you realize that.
Thank you, Jesse. Again, I'm just vibrating. I felt so much appreciation from everybody today, including some of my good WFAA friends here. I wanted to say thank you so much to the people here at WFAA. We are a family, and so many of them treated me like family from day one. I came to this station to learn from the best and work with the best, and I did that, and I'm so honored to do it. Not only professionally did I see a lot of growth, but there are so many amazing people who work here, and I've developed incredible friendships with you and many others, and I want to thank all of them for their support and the many laughs doubled over that we have shared over the years. I also want to say thank you to the viewers. Thank you for your trust and for tuning in and allowing me to tell your stories if I interviewed you. That is a gift, and you trusting me to share what's important in your life, and it's something I will treasure forever. And North Texas will certainly always have a major part of my heart. Can I have a cookie now?
Here, I'll throw you one. How about that? You seriously, as you saw in the video, and I kid you not, every single person that I saw when we finally get back to the studio was like, "Are you doing okay?" And then they would say, "You know, she's impossible to replace," and you are. Thank you, Jesse. I love you. Love so many of you. Thank you for being with us. Have a good night.
From WFAA Sports, this is Dale Hansen's Sports Special. Brought to you by your North Texas Buick dealers.
Oh no! Oh no! I feel terrible for him. That does not look good, Jim.
It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us to fill that void.
Oh no!
You hate that injuries happen in this game. I'm definitely praying for him.
You just feel for the individual and his teammates and everybody else.
Cowboys get a win, but there's not much to celebrate tonight. I'm Dale Hansen. We do thank you for being with us tonight. On a day the Cowboys did manage to beat the Giants, although it was much harder than anyone thought it would be. Get their second win of the year, which gives them the division lead again. They lose their quarterback, and that's the only thing that should matter now. Cowboys are leading by 1 in the middle of the third quarter. Quarterback Dak Prescott takes off running, as he has done so many times before, gets dragged down after a 9-yard gain, and then everything changes. Prescott breaks his ankle, leaves on a cart in tears, surgery at the hospital tonight, and Andy Dalton is going to be your quarterback, unless there's a miracle, and there won't be the rest of the year. Jonah Javad was at the game, so let's check with him. Jonah?
Yeah, evening, Dale. There were 25,000 fans at today's Cowboys game. You couldn't hear a single one of them at that 6:33 mark in the third quarter as Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott sat on the turf at AT&T Stadium and slammed his ankle into the ground, trying to pop his protruding ankle back into place as if it was a dislocated pinky and not a season-ending injury. Dak really is toughness personified. Here is that injury again. Prescott scrambling for a 9-yard run in the third quarter. As he's tackled, the ankle gets trapped underneath. The official injury is a compound fracture of the right ankle, which means the bone broke through the skin. Ouch. As Dak was tended to, though, by the medical staff, standing side by side were Mike McCarthy and Jason Garrett, the Cowboys' current head coach and the former Cowboys head coach, checking in on Prescott, and I found that to be a profound and transcendent moment for how much respect and love there is among all of them. Prescott was understandably emotional, wiping tears from his eyes with a towel, hugging his teammates as he was carted off the field as he received a standing O from the Cowboys faithful. Prescott was later taken by ambulance to a local hospital where tonight he underwent surgery. His family and friends were there by his side. I'm told that he is in a good mood tonight. Meanwhile, in the Cowboys locker room, the boys showing love and support for their QB1.
Yeah, I just, I feel terrible for him. He was having a tremendous year, just, my short time working with him. He's made such an impression on me, and he's, clearly the leader of this football team. And
it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us to fill that void that we're going to be missing from 4, and we just got to go out there and play for him. Dak's a hell of a player, a hell of a guy. His personality is outstanding. I mean, it's all, high-flying colors with Dak, and it's really nothing bad you can say about the man. And I support him, and this team support him, and can't wait till you get back.
I have no doubt that he'll bounce back from this, and this will just be all part of his great story. This will just be another chapter in a great story. He's a fine young man and an outstanding quarterback.
DeMarcus Lawrence said something after the game that resonated with me. He said, "In the Bible, the Lord won't put you through anything that you can't bear." This year, Dak Prescott has had to bear more than anyone should, battling depression, the passing of one of his younger brothers. But as we've seen time and time again, if there's one person with the strength and the resilience to overcome these adversities, it's number 4. Dale?
I think it is too, Jonah. Before we get to former Cowboys coach Glenn Smith tonight, let's take another look at how this game played out. Cowboys put that record-setting defense of theirs up against the Giants team that hadn't scored a touchdown in 2 weeks. They've scored 47 points in a month. That Cowboys defense gave up 49 last week. And if you weren't convinced that defense is really that bad, you should be now. The team that can't score against the team that can't stop anybody. And yet the Cowboys at 1-3 are playing for the division lead. They had a 3-0 lead. Then the Giants score the first time they have the ball. 7 plays, 75 yards. Tight end Evan Ingram on the end around. Their first touchdown in 10 quarters of football. 65 seconds later, they get another one. Dak Prescott's throw is high. Giants linebacker Skylar Fackrell picks it off. That's the 10th Cowboys turnover this year. And then takes it back like a running back. Cowboys are down double digits again, 17-3. Been a long time since we've seen this, but DeMarcus Lawrence gets the sack. Daniel Jones fumbles, Anthony Brown picks it up, and just like that, we're tied at 17. Giants had a fake field goal for a touchdown wiped out by a penalty, but the Cowboys have fake plays too. Cowboys go 75 yards in 35 seconds. Cedric Wilson to Prescott for the score. They need that to get a lead at the half against the Giants, 24-20. Cowboys did take a lead to the 4th, but it all came down to this. Tied at 34, Michael Gallup makes 2 great catches. Andy Dalton threw for 111 yards in his quarter and a half, but that catch turned out to be the game winner. Greg Zuerlein kicks the field goal, and the Cowboys beat the Giants 37-34.
Tough game. Obviously, see Tristan go down and then see Dak go down. Those are, injuries that are an unfortunate part of our game. So I thought the team really did an excellent job hanging in there. And really, as you seen the course of our first 5 games, this is a team with a tremendous amount of fight.
Obviously, losing Dak was probably the biggest, thing that could happen to this team, but obviously Andy was ready for the position, and he took a great role as far as a guy leading us into this victory, and we trusted him all along, and we prepared for this. We all, as a unit and an organization, you got to always have the next man up.
All right, let's get former Cowboys coach and scout Glenn Smith in here. So, Stretch, I know you're not as big a fan of Dak Prescott as I am, but can the Cowboys win without him?
Well, I think it'd be difficult, Dale. I also think that this is a situation why Ernie Zampese always had that experienced backup quarterback, so that when you get in these positions, you've got a chance to go out and function. Give him those reps during the week. He throws a great deep ball. Can they win without him? I don't know that. They can continue to play very productive on one side of the football with him.
Well, the NFC East is so incredibly bad. But you mentioned the experience. That signing of Andy Dalton to be the backup, that might be one of their best signings in years, don't you think?
That's a good situation that you had to get a guy to back up, Dale. I mean, this is one of those deals where now that Dak is down, you're not going to have to go drink till the world looks flat. At least you got somebody that can go in there and function and get it done for you.
Well, we shall see. There is a great deal more to talk about with Stretch, and we will as we continue tonight talking about a Cowboys win, but the loss of their quarterback, too. Back after this.
Kid right there's never missed a start, Jim, his entire career.
This is Dale Hansen's Scholar Athlete of the Week, brought to you by your North Texas Buick dealers.
Hi, my name is Keyshawn Wallace, and I'm from Paris High School.
Keyshawn is a senior in Paris. His 4.0 grade point average ranks him 3rd in a class of 184. He plays for the football, baseball, and track teams, and he's a power lifter. He's a National Honor Society member who serves on the Student Council, a food bank volunteer, Meals on Wheels, the Elementary Literacy Club, and a ministry youth leader. Keyshawn has made some changes in his college plans. Listen to this. Where are you going now, young man?
Yes, sir. I now plan to attend Southern Methodist University because Dallas is actually ranked about number 2 or number 3 on Forbes list for top cities coming out of college, and the big city will be better suited for being my major, which will be biomedical engineering.
You have got it figured out. You have got it figured out. Your North Texas Buick dealers want to recognize a good kid like Keyshawn Wallace from Paris. I'm getting a lot of emails tonight, Stretch, about Dak Prescott's contract. The lovely Mrs. Hansen is mad at me for even bringing this up, but I think we have to. Did he make a mistake not signing a long-term deal?
Well, in this situation, it looks like he did, Dale. I mean, you knew he was gambling going in. It was going to be a risk-reward proposition. And unfortunately, when you start dealing with football, guys flying around, guys falling on you, I mean, unfortunately, it's a tough situation right here for him to be in.
Some people are blaming his agent. The agent works for him. Prescott makes the decisions. I don't blame him, but I certainly don't blame the agent either.
No, you're trying to get what the best deal is for your client in that situation. And you look around in the landscape of NFL quarterbacks, this guy getting paid, was that guy getting paid? And quite frankly, they felt like the money wasn't right. So they took a risk, and now you're going to have to deal with it.
All right, let's move to the other side of the ball. That Cowboys defense gives up 34 points to a team that had scored 47 in 4 games, and they also had 2 touchdowns called back because of penalties. They are that bad on defense, aren't they?
Dale, they're still getting out leverage. That's a concern I have. I thought they made some okay adjustments, but here in this first picture, you see immediately they are out leveraged. They don't have their secondary still coordinated with what they're wanting to do up front. And I think that's an issue. Now, let's turn the page. Up front wise, I thought they did do some good things, Dale. They were able to put 4 down pass rushers in the game in nickel situations, and that's what you want to see. You don't want to see those big nose guards in there taking up space. You want to see some guys get up the field, and I saw them put Crawford and Smith, Lawrence, those guys in the game, so you get guys up the field and you're able to put some pressure on the quarterback.
What do you make of the defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, being on the sideline?
Well, it's an adjustment issue. I mean, they had to bring him down there so that he could communicate exactly what he was seeing, be able to possibly draw some things, get on those iPads and look and make some adjustments. And I thought at least they made some adjustments. I do like that they brought Jordan Lewis. He came back off an injury and he got beat on that last deep ball, but he was in great coverage. I mean, it was just a heck of a throw and a heck of a catch. That's going to happen. I didn't see as many busts. I'm talking about mental busts as we've seen in the previous weeks.
And Nolan might want to adjust that mask that he's wearing because I think that's going to cost him some money because he didn't have it covering his face a lot of times. The drafting of C.D. Lamb, though, Stretch, despite all the needs they had on defense, that's another good move they made, isn't it?
Well, I do think so, Dale, and here's why. I mean, you can't reach for need in those situations. I mean, they felt like he was the best guy on the board, and they took him. And when you see what he's doing offensively, the adjustments he's able to make, I mean, I love it today. Tony Romo showed him a couple of times where he's splitting the seam and going up the middle of that cover 2 defense on the same page with his quarterback. Yeah, I think it's a great pick, and it gives them extra weapons on that side of the ball.
Cowboys are 2-3. They lead the NFC East. So quickly, give me your best guess now about this Cowboys season.
Well, I mean, you got to hope they can get to 7-9. I think it's first team to 7-9 wins the East. They'll be a 1-and-out in the playoffs, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Glenn Smith, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Dale Hansen's Play of the Week is sponsored by Bob's Steak and Chop House. Superior service, big portions, and prime fillets. And now it's time for the play of the week.
Texas OU officials made a big mistake yesterday, almost as big as this one. Texas tied that game because of the extra time the refs put on the clock and the third down pass by Oklahoma. Sooners ran all over Texas and decided to pass on third down, which stops the clock, saves Texas a timeout, and they tie the game. But 4 overtimes later, Oklahoma won anyway. Thank you, Lincoln Riley, for the extra entertainment. So that dumb play is our play of the week. LA's Danny Green misses a shot Friday night to win, gets death threats because some people are incredibly stupid. So we get a game 6 and a lousy one at that. Lakers up 24 in the first half, 32 in the third. I said the other night the NBA had the fix in to drag this series out. I was joking then, but I'm not so sure now. LeBron James gets a game-high 28, a triple-double, his 4th NBA title. The Lakers 17th. The Lakers beat Miami in 6.
It means a lot. It means a lot to represent this franchise. We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. And I want my damn respect, too.
Stars have signed center Radek Faksa to a new deal. 3 years, $16.5 million. That's $1 million more than he made last year. NASCAR will be at the Texas Motor Speedway in 2 weeks. They're in Charlotte this week. 12 teams still chasing a title. It was a rainy day in Charlotte, but they got the race in. Chase Elliott won this one, but last year's champion Kyle Busch doesn't make the final 8. Everybody chasing Kevin Harvick.
Great job.
Road courses have been fortunate to us the last few trips, but I feel like we just try to get a little better every time and tweak on the small things. Felt like I tweaked on some small things and got a little better than what I was here last year, which was good, and just really proud of the effort.
Baseball playoffs in Arlington next week if you care. I don't. And there's no Cowboys game next Sunday because they have a Monday night game with Arizona. And that brings Kyler Murray back home, and that I do care about. Watch this. Murray decides to chest bump one of his offensive linemen after a touchdown against the Jets. I'm thinking maybe he shouldn't have. That's it for tonight. The high school special is next. So until tomorrow, for everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Dale Hansen. We do thank you for watching. Good night.
Drive the Buick you want with premium services like scheduled maintenance, OnStar, and SiriusXM, all for one simple monthly payment. A new lease on luxury. Experience Buick at your North Texas Buick dealers.
We know roofs. Let Tarrant